run your parade. Shine you can't chase, yeah. If I was Father Time, then I would change the day. So I never saw your face. Please, what do I have to do to make you go? Oh, baby, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, walk out that door, no, yeah.
Hello, hello. Oh, let's see here. I gotta make sure that I am showing up on the screen first before I officially get started. Hey, there it is. There I am. Okay, awesome. How's it going, everybody? Need some help right now? Let's double check the audio quality. Make sure I sound good, smell good, taste good. Whoa. That's weird. This one is like, why is my preview screen on my main computer actually have such a huge delay compared to the one on my iPad? That's fine. Whatever. It's all good. All right. How's it going, everyone? It's Jason Vong. Thanks for joining me on this lovely Thursday noon. Hello, Rob C. Hello, MJ Adams. Hello, Alex Sandoval, Yamato Ski, Ace Photography, A Pam San, Ginny, how's it going? Mr. Camera Junkie, how's it going? Eugene G, elevator music or dentist music? I don't know. Just got something off Epidemic Sound. I was just like, okay, gotta get royalty-free music for the YouTube channel so I don't accidentally get flagged. Let me go ahead and silence my phone really quick. Boom, snooze. Okay, music is still playing? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more though in case it gets too annoying. Yeah, I still have no idea. Maybe I should put on my headphones. I don't hear anything on the headphones. This is just for me to listen to the tutorials later. Hello, Kitty from A Total Visuals. How's it going? We're gonna do some fun stuff today. Let's see. Jiao, thank you. Yep, I sound amazing. Cool. Mickey Blue Eyes, how's it going? Fernando, Mike. All you beautiful folks out there. I had the live slated for 12:15. So we're just gonna hang out a little bit before we actually get started, just so I can get a little comfortable. Just want to say hi to everyone. Thanks for joining in. How many of you guys have not seen a single live stream, like a solo live stream like this right now? Let me know in the chat. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much. You're part of this ongoing live stream project. So please let me know if you're a returning viewer as well. For all the new viewers, let me know. I'll catch you guys up on what I'm doing so you guys are caught up and have a better understanding of what's going on today. Hello. I like how I have two chats going on. See, if I look here, at least I can then look at the camera. So it's not like I'm looking at a screen and ignoring you guys. Vision Pro Studios, how's it going? Lars, how's it going? John Hepp from Hello, Florida. Yamato Ski says it's his first time. David Huang says it's his first time. Very cool. Total Visuals, tired of seeing me. I completely get it. Mike, Vinny, yes, my man, what's up? 3 days in a row. Nice. Ginny Vicente, first time. Ace Photography, first time. Thank you, Wolf. Hope you're out there safe and well. Felipe from Rio de Janeiro. Mickey's Blue Eyes, his first time. Woo, John Hepp, welcome back. I appreciate that. Ariel, thank you. See, Guillermo, what are you doing out in Hong Kong, buddy? Let me know. John says, get your hands on a Tamron. No, not yet. I don't think I'll be getting it anytime soon. Manny Ortiz, on the other hand. Where's my can of soda so I can squeeze it? Manny Ortiz, got it. I don't want to squish this one yet because I still have some soda in here. All right, very cool. Say Vong, Jason Vong. The name is Bond. Jason Bond. Hello. All right, awesome. Hey, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I really appreciate you joining. For those of you who are returning, again, thank you so much. Just to catch you guys up in case you guys are new around here with the whole solo live stream stuff, I'm planning to do more live streams. I think just so I can get back into it. It's been almost an entire year since I went fully live. Like, as you guys know, or as some of you frequent Monday Night Live viewers, Danny and I just got back into the Monday Live game this Monday. It's been more than a year since we went live, and ironically, that's also the last time I went fully live too. I mean, I've been like small lives here and there, but that's like the first time in forever. So I was super nervous. I'm still nervous now, so I'm just trying to get back into it. But the real point of this whole live stream is just to provide unique content or extra content out there. I want to do something fun. I want to bring some variety into these live streams. I've been doing a whole bunch of research on twitch.tv. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's where gamers would stream 14 hours of their gameplay and chatting with their community. I'm just very fascinated by it. I'm not going to start a Twitch career because I don't play a lot of video games, but I want to bring some of that Twitch element to YouTube. I don't think I can do it on Twitch just because it's a very video game centric platform. And with the whole YouTube thing, this is where my audience is at. That's why I am here. That's why I'm live. That's why I'm present right here. That's why I'm present right now. And I don't think I can do 14 hours of YouTube live. I don't think it works that way. I'm not playing video games, but for whatever time, however many amount of time that we have right here for each live, we're gonna cherish it. We're gonna bring some fun. Things that I'm planning to do with these live streams is maybe react to camera news, react to memes, react to funny stories, maybe do... well, not maybe do, because we're actually doing a live editing session today. So this is one of the variety content that I'm talking about, and I really do need your guys' help. If this is boring by the end of it all, please feel free to let me know. If this is something that you really enjoy, please let me know. I honestly have no idea how this live stream is going to turn out. This is the first time I'm doing it, so please, please, please be patient. Let's have some good time. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about today's live right before we get started. We got a few minutes. So with today's live, there have been people who've attended the first couple of lives days before. They were like giving me ideas. They're like, well, why don't you do some live editing session? Get some viewers to send you some photos and you just live edit. And excuse me. I definitely thought about it, and I think it's a fantastic idea. But if I were to edit with like my style, and I'm like the world's slowest editor, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be fun. What I think would be potentially fun, and we're treading on testing territory now, is to scour YouTube, go look at other people's tutorials and try to learn something from those tutorials and apply it to the photos that we're editing. I think that way all of us can learn, and I especially myself can learn some new techniques. So we're starting it off with editing some viewer submitted photos. And I think if this does go well, my plans is to like maybe get an expert on the show. Like we could do something fun. Maybe we can have an editing challenge, amateur editor versus pro editor. There's a lot of things that I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to dodge and burn. I don't know how to do portrait edits and all that stuff. Not very good at it. I mean, I know the basics, but not very good at it. So I think that could be like a little fun little game show where we can have. So that's just some ideas that I'm spouting from the top of my head. Not really thought out or planned, but that's YouTube, the rawness of YouTube. You just kind of roll with the punches and just get things out there. So I will be repeating a little bit of today's live, the information about today's live again, because I know people are still filing in, but I'll continue reading off the chat for now. Kitty, I had this idea, believe me. But let's do one together. Love from India. Thank you from tuning in from Nigeria. Let's see here. Where is Vivian? Vivian's just right outside. She's doing a bit of work. Let's see. Thank you, Draven, for returning. Let's see here. Atolo Visual says I don't play a lot of video games. I just started playing video games again. Oh, let's see here. Leave this up for replay. Maybe. Let's see here. I want these lives to be exclusive, but also really I think whoever find this live after the fact, they'd be so confused. They're like, I'm not watching 2 hours of you rambling. Lives are a good way to just interact with the audience. I think that's what lives is good. They're good about. See, Flern has an amazing 30-day tutorial. We're just gonna try it. MJ, he's out here playing games with your ideas. Hell yeah. Let's see. Yamato Ski, thank you so much for being excited. Cool, very cool. Wow, we're having a little extra amount of people filing in today. Thank you for joining me. So, let's go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, I have no idea how this is going to go, but we are going to try. So yeah, so it's 12:15. It's officially 12:15. Thanks for joining me. Again, for those of you who are tuning in live, we're going to be editing some user-submitted photos. And the twist is I'm going to be learning some new techniques and apply it to these photos that's been submitted. If this goes well, we'll do more of it. If not, we'll figure something out for future lives. So I appreciate if you guys can stick around and let me know what your thoughts on this are. Okay, let's do this. So, I'm gonna pull up. Check out this transition, guys. Check this out. Whoa! That fade, though, right? That fade. Okay, let's see here. Let me know if you guys can see this right now on my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Maybe make the thumbnails a little bit bigger. Is it smooth to you guys? Does it look like it's lagging a little bit? I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a photo and just do some quick edits to make sure that everything is working well. So I'm raising the exposure. Does that look smooth to you guys, or does that look kind of choppy? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Yes, you guys can see the screen. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, just really quickly, I know some people have some gear questions. We may not be able to get to them today, but part of my ongoing live projects is that I might have separate days where I curate questions or have you guys come on and just tackle the questions together, rather than trying to have it at every single live. So every live will have a more thematic variety to it, but you know, there could be some Q&As at the end if we have time. Awesome possum. Explore with Max. Max, buddy, welcome back. Steve, how's it going? Okay, thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. Okay, so I just want to thank all these fine people right here on the side of my screen: Channing, Jonas, Lars, Max, Nigel. I forgot how to pronounce your name. I'm terribly sorry. And Snapperly Photo, Steve, Strike SRB, Travel with Justin, and Uma611 for submitting your photos. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can do. Let's look at some of the photos first. Why not? Let's look at some of the photos first and then get some ideas about how we're gonna approach them, how we're gonna edit them. Unfortunately, I don't... Okay, you know, I'll just go by usernames first. This is the one from Channing. Channing sent us a concert photo. Why don't I just let you guys vote for this, huh? Let me know what you guys want me to start editing first. We got Channing, who sent me this amazing concert photo right here. And then we got Jonas Wick, amazing landscape photos. There looks like a little thumbs up right here. God giving a thumbs up to Mother Nature, the Earth. We got Lars with this street shot. Where's this from, Lars? Let me know. We got Max. Oh, wait. We have more photos. We have more photos. I forgot. Not one, but two. Okay, we got some library shots from Jonas here. I think they're library shots. These are amazing interior shots, by the way, Jonas. Thank you for sending us in. I assume that's his girlfriend. Sister, I don't know. Lars with this photo. Max sent me a couple of his photos right here. Got a boat and fire. We got this majestic shot of... I apologize, I don't know this destination. Please help me out right here. From Nigel Douglas. Now remember these, because we're gonna start... I need you guys to vote for which photo we're gonna do first. We got a couple of landscape shots in the lake by Sudeep. I remember your name, but I don't know how to pronounce your username. So this is from Sudeep right here. Nice little duck action. We got Snapperly photos. My goodness. Amazing landscape photos. We got something from Steve right here. Mr. Steve. I don't know what building this is. I should have done my research on these locations. We got Strike, who sent me a photo of this airplane right here. Makes me miss traveling a whole lot. Travel with Justin, another epic landscape shot. And Uma, who sent me some Japan photos. These, I'm going to have to edit these for sure. I'm going to have to tackle these. So go ahead, let me know in the chat right now. What should I start first? What's the first one that I should do? Adrian Hung. It's smoother than what my normal eyes FPS can see. Nice. Smooth like 120 frames per second gaming. Whew, thank goodness. Let's see. It's okay. Move your video aside. Is this not side enough? Should I move it some more? Let me know if I need to move my little box window on the corner right here. Ooh, okay. Maybe this might get very confusing. I'm not taking any more submissions for today, but if this does do well, I will ask for more submissions in the future. Where's the library pictures from? I don't know. I wish I they didn't tell me that information. Taj Mahal. Okay. Landscape, Japan. What am I seeing first? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of landscapes. Landscape, okay. Okay, I think the general consensus is landscape. So we got Jonas here. Okay, Jonas has this landscape. So this is one. Okay, this is one. Sudeep is 2. This one is number 2. We're gonna vote really quickly again. This is number 2. This is number 3. Does this count as landscape? I'll put 4 for this one in case you guys count this as landscape. And 5, travel with Justin. Just pick one. Put my box window on the histogram. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let me know. That's good. Okay, all right. I'm seeing the numbers roll in. This is the fun part right here. This whole engagement thing. I am seeing a lot of ones. Okay, we're gonna go with one. Okay, let's see here. Mr. Jonas, you are up. Okay. As long as I'm not covering any information, I'm gonna move myself over here. Seems like I'm looking at it awkwardly, but then at least this way I'm not blocking any information. Okay. All right, let's get this one started. Okay, beautiful landscape right here from Jonas Wick. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's look up some popular landscape tutorials and see what we can learn from the people out there. Don't look at my recommended feed. Don't judge me. Okay, so we have 7. Oh, I like this one. Let's see what we can do. I kind of like this tutorial right off the bat from the thumbnail. This one looks pretty cool too. So, but I'm gonna go with this one. I don't want to waste any more time. So let's go ahead and see what we can learn. Oh wow, this is happening way too fast. Can anyone hear the tutorial? Oh, I like this guy's work. It has this like airy feel to it. Hold on, I don't think my audio is working. I can't hear what he's saying. One sec, folks, one sec. Let me just double check my audio settings.
our image, and what I've already done is crop the image and correctly positioned it. So
Okay.
4x5 crop.
I'm gonna lower the music a little bit more. I'm gonna raise this tutorial up a little bit louder.
Has created a lot of depth in the image. So he's got something in the foreground, the midground, and a really awesome background. So he's done a really good job of creating depth, and for that reason as well, this is going to require a lot more.
Okay,
editing,
can you
a lot
guys
more
hear his?
brushing,
Can you guys
a
hear
lot
his
more
stuff?
filters. So it's going to be quite a long and challenging edit. So let's get into it. And the first thing I'm going to do, really bring down those highlights.
Okay, so he's doing some basic edit right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this really quickly.
Whites coming down, not many whites. Now by clarity, saturation down a bit. So before I do my tone curve, I'm going to come all the way down to vignetting, because vignetting is going to play a really important role in creating our contrasts. So total amount of vignetting.
Okay, he uses his highlight priority for vignetting. I use something completely different.
So a midpoint. So bring that right in. You can see what that's doing.
Perfect. All right, cool, awesome.
Quite a long fade to the edge.
Okay,
around this.
so he's doing some color balancing right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that right now. His highlights are fine. His shadows are a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise the exposure really quickly. Is this thing on? Nope. I want some. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna raise the exposure really quick. Just see what I can do with this. Lower the highlights to bring the information back. Oh, hey, check this out. There's some distant mountain when I lower the highlight. I'm gonna completely kill the highlight. I'm gonna see how far I can really push it. I'm losing information. Do you guys want me to narrate what I'm doing? I'm gonna narrate what I'm doing. I think it's gonna help people. My blacks here. These blue dots on the screen right here. This is loss of information. It's completely pitch black. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise the blacks back up until I see details again. Okay, he did something with the clarity. I guess. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit more pop to the photo. Watch this. I normally add like a little bit of clarity, but that's a huge difference right there. Watch this. That's pretty nice. I normally don't use clarity in my photos. If I do, it's very little. Did he do something with the saturation? I don't remember. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he bumped it up. Oh, he also lowered his whites too. I forgot to do that. Is there anything? Well, actually, the highlight's looking pretty bad. Sometimes when you alt tab and then like look at something else and you come back, you're just like, wow, I made a terrible mistake with that edit right there. Shadows. Okay.
I'm going to come all the way down to vignetting.
Okay, so he's doing some vignetting. So that's right. It's been quite a bit of time since I've used Lightroom Classic. I've used, I mainly use Lightroom CC. I like Lightroom CC a lot. I like having, I like editing. I like editing with a pencil. I don't think I need to do midpoint. I don't think I need to like make it even more because I don't really have a center thing to really focus on. Okay, let's see how's that so far. Cool. All right. So this is where we started from. I think this is a very basic edit. This is kind of something that I would do. Okay, good starting point.
Because vignetting is going to play a really amount of vignetting. So a midpoint. So quite a long, it's a bit more square. Highlight under. So as you guys should know, bringing up the blacks,
Okay, so he likes to do...
dropping the shadows.
I used to do that a whole lot. Lifting
And the
the
whites are
shadows
normally
up so it
at
has this
100.
matte look
So
to it.
moving on to HSL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play
Okay, so I'll do that for my photo first. I am going to raise. Oh, it's not working the same. Wait a minute. How? Okay. I used to love doing this. I used to love adding matte looks to my photos. I just thought it's like, man, this looks great. It looks super artsy. I don't really do it anymore. I think I might have. Oh. Let's see here. I think he uses Okay. Okay. Does anyone do this? Does anyone also add a matte look to their photos?
with these oranges, so you can see what that is doing.
Okay, so what is he
And I
doing?
want to bring it all the way to the left to get these real orange bits, but I can see that
Okay,
it's
he's
not
making his
quite making
colors
the house
pop
in
a
the
little bit
background
more.
the right
So
orange.
he's
So I'm
using
going to bring
the
that back
HXL with the hue.
to about there, and I think that makes the house and the oranges along there look better. To make so it looks a little too yellow at the moment, but we'll be dropping
So
the
he's
saturation and stuff
enhancing some of the colors.
the areas we want to have bright at the moment, but we gotta bring it all out with brushes and brighten up the areas we want to have bright. All out with brushes and brighten up the areas.
Unfortunately, my photo, or the photo that I'm working on, does not have that much color. So let's go ahead and bring out some of the yellows. We're going to play with the HSL tools right now. Okay, how... okay, let's see. What do I like? What do I like? Ooh, should I make this warmer? I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay, so this is a matter of preference now, right? Do I want to make it more greener? This is what the hue is affecting right now. I can make it look more luscious green, or I can make it sort of like a sunset mood. I kind of like this one more. I like the desaturated green a little bit. What can I do with the yellows here? So this is how the yellow's affecting the sky. Kinda. What about orange? Can I do more of the orange? Orange is not doing anything. Red's not doing anything. So I think that's good right there. Saturation. Ooh, this one totally brings out a different look. Kinda like that. What about the greens? There's like a lot. This is a great photo. Holy cow, this is a great photo, man. Look at all the details in the leaves. This is what we're working with. Damn, it already looks kind of really good already. There's something that I still need to do with the sky, but this actually looks pretty good. Anything I can do with luminance? Yikes. Ah. Maybe we can bump that yellow up a little bit. The sky here bothers me a little bit. I'm going to see what I can do to fix that up later, in case the tutorial doesn't really let me know what to do. Okay. So, I think he kind of went into split toning.
Areas we want to have bright. So split toning, you can see it's quite cool and blue. The green, the grass almost looks a little blue as well. So we put a good amount of blue in there, and that really gets those greens back.
Hold on, I did not hear what he said.
Cool and blue. The green, the grass almost looks a little blue as well. So we put a good amount of blue in there, and that really gets those greens back. So we put a good amount of blue in there.
Okay, I think he's balancing with split toning. Okay, let's see here. If I do, let's see what this does to the shadows. If I had it in the blues, like how he did it. Ah, he's right. You bring back some of that green to the image. Yeah, I could do that. That already gives it a very different feel, but I don't like that. I kind of like the warmer tone. Okay, I guess if I want to bring back some of that greenness, I can. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. Do you do anything with the highlights? Kind of want a warmer highlight. Oh, there we go. That's how I'm fixing the sky. That's how I'm fixing the sky. Okay, wait. I'm not really feeling this anymore. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do something else to it. Again, this is what we started with, and this is what we're at right now, and see what else we can do. Dude, this thing is
really
25 minutes.
Yeah, but we're gonna start with the sky. So I'm gonna run down here to really brighten up the subject, the house, bring these flowers out. But we're gonna start with the sky. So I'm gonna just focus on the mountains and the sky, and we're gonna try to match that up. So radial filter.
Okay, that's exactly what I was going to do if he wasn't going to do it. But 25 minutes, of course, he's gonna do it.
So it's gonna get quite advanced. It's quite difficult to follow if you're a beginner. I'll try to explain everything, but a lot of it's just gonna be really confusing to some people. So bringing the warmth up. We've got a lot of purples in there. So purple.
I like his pastel skies. But that's not gonna be working for our photo.
I'm gonna take down the exposure a little.
Okay. All right. This is a powerful landscape tool. Should I make it brighter, darker? Kind of like it brighter. Ooh. I'm kind of happy with that. I am kind of happy with that. That gradient look. See anything he does more to it? What does he do?
Whites a little. So now we're gonna drop saturation. We get nice soft purple up there. You can
Okay,
see
he plays around with the saturation. That's something that I don't really do on my end. I think he only focus. Okay, so his is a smaller one. You know what? I'm gonna do it his style because I'm not gonna learn if I try to do it my own way. So I have to see what I can take from him. Just a little bit, just a teensy little bit of. Saturation. I'm actually not getting what he's trying to do here. But, oh, okay. So what I think I can do is if I do clarity, I can bring back some of that information out. Hang on. I apologize if it's kind of hard to see for you guys. So I think clarity. Oh, okay. Clarity is gonna bring back some of that distant mountain that I really, really like. What does sharpness do? Would sharpness do anything? Okay.
Saturation. We get nice soft purple
Drops the saturation.
up there. So not looking too bad, but as you can see, we have lost our vignette up the top. So to keep that dramatic looking sky,
So he creates a second one.
going to place another one just above that. Here. So we could darken this by using a vignette, but that's going to darken the vignette in the entire image, and it will get too dark along here.
Okay, so he's using
to
to fix that.
And
Okay, I'm gonna skip through it a little bit.
should be easy to get rid of. Mist quite looking a lot better. Pretty out here.
Okay,
Bracket key, make it a bit
I
bigger.
know what he did.
To see where
Okay, that's a pretty smart move. Okay, so he used a little brush tool, color, get some of that distance That distant landscape. Actually, I don't know if I should do this, but I'm gonna try. So this brush right here allows you to focus more on the parts of your photo. Okay, it's not perfect, but we'll fix it if we have to. So the reason why I was using that, and you can use another tool for that too, but the extra brightness just allows me to see where my brush is going, so I can obviously turn it off. Okay, I can bring back some of that. And you can see there's a breaking point right here, so I can, well, it's already feathered quite a bit. Then I don't want to do that. Just an itch. Just an ish. Not too much. If I press J, that shows me. Dang it. Alright, I need some help. What is the button that I need to press? What is the button I need to press to bring up my brush history? It's been a while. I'm just double checking to make sure that I just blend it in better. What happens if I take it away? Should I darken it some more? Just kind of like over the tree right here. See, this is why I don't do editing live tutorials, because I take forever. Because I like playing around with the photo. I like trying out different things rather than rushing it. And that's one of the reasons why I like my photos from Japan so much, is because I actually took my time with the photo rather than rushing it. Usually I have to like rush my photos because I'm trying to meet a video deadline, and my photos end up looking not as good. Okay, just to give it a little bit more. I kind of like that. And then just to show you what it looks like. See, it's just that subtle difference. Doesn't seem like it does much, but it adds a little bit of focus to the background. But I might not like it in the end, so I might take it away. Totally works though. Okay. Oh. Yes! How did I forget this? Okay, see now I can actually focus on fine-tuning the details. I'm holding Alt for this. But if you feather enough, you don't have to be too precise, from what I learned. Okay. All right. Okay. We're only halfway through his tutorial.
Yeah, tick this box and then just paint away. The light comes all the way around here, so I'm just painting.
Hey Huey, thanks for joining. Yes, submission for today is over, because I already have a lot of photos and we already...
So
There's a lot going on. Okay, he's just...
Pop. Match the focus.
He's really fine-tuning all the details in his photos.
Drop the shadow. Quite like that. And if you just don't feel like you got enough, brush over it again.
Oh, this guy's not
So
the
most of that image is
Instagrammer.
looking pretty good. Before,
See?
after, before, after. Now these flowers are looking orange and not too good. So I could and flowers look more creative. So not yet shown. Right now we could do our
I'm just
tweaking.
speeding through a tutorial
There's
because
the
we're not
figure.
gonna watch the whole thing. I'm just trying to pick out some new
Maybe-
techniques from him.
The goal was to teach you guys how to do this stuff. Things like you want more blue up here.
Okay. You see, this is what I mean. He fine-tunes the whole process after he figures it out.
Just
What
like, I think
what the general look of the photo is going to be.
So
Okay, I
select
think that's
this
it.
brush,
I think
I'm
he's
just
just now focusing on that. Okay, all right. This is what we were. This is where we started from, and this is what we got to. If it was me editing this photo, this is what I would add. I'm gonna add a little bit of sun. I think the sun is coming more on the left side of the screen here. We're gonna go ahead and invert the mask. I'm faking some sunlight in here. I'm gonna turn off O for a second. Whoa. Not too much. Just to kind of give it that to it. Maybe like just more like directional. The sun just hitting that landscape. Might throw it further back. See, it's just very subtle, but it adds that either sunrise or sunset look to it. And it also illuminated the lake here in the background. Oh, I moved it. Okay. And then what I would have also done, I don't think I need to add any sharpness to it. This looks really good. This was taking a 25mm f8. I would, if it's me, maybe I'll throw up the sharpness by like 60. I always add a little bit of sharpness. Not that it is needed. If I were, see, it's kind of even hard to tell. But I do 60 right here. And sometimes I like to add 40 to the blue primary. I learned this from Francisco Joel Hernandez for one of his shoots, and I really like it a lot. It kind of adds a little bit of extra pop to it. 40 might look pretty intense, so I'm gonna go down to 20, 25. That's how I edit photos. I kind of throw darts at things. I'm just like, what works? What works? Last but not least, does it need to be? No, I think this is correct. Shot on Zeiss Spottis. Woo! What a beautiful photo shot on Zeiss Spottis 25. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave the before and after. All right, I'm gonna leave the before and after up on the screen so you guys can kind of compare. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay. The music from the tutorial is overlapping with your background music. I will make sure to turn that off. Let's see here. How do you make the blue dots? I think someone has helped you out in the chat already, right? But in case you don't see the red dots and the blue dots, that tells you if your photo is overexposed or underexposed. You can come up here to the triangle parts of your histogram on the top right here, and then click on those triangles, and they should pop up. Yes, David Huang, thank you so much for helping out. The triangles on the histogram. Boom, got it right. Saffron, good job. Good work, brother. Thank you so much. Turning out to be a very nice pic. Very nice. I've never touched a raw photo until a few days ago. Justin says, I like how this photo leads you off the cliff that you're standing on through the rocks and out in the horizon. Very nice. Adrian Hung says, I use the same technique on night skies after to alter the air glow, saturation. Thomas says he's tried the clarity on the background photo. Number 2 is the best for editing. Oh, I think he's talking about the second photo. Use the button to show overlay, shows red. Oh. Thank you, Sal, for that. Really appreciate it. The little spamming kind of helped. I saw that. Let's see here. Are you more of a Lightroom user or you mainly use Photoshop? I'm more of a Lightroom user, but if a tutorial brings me out to Photoshop, I would try it out. I really need to get better at Photoshop, but I like using Lightroom way more. It's just so much easier. With Photoshop, you can always fine-tune something. You can always... It gives you a lot more control. Lightroom, there's something that holds you back. But for the most part, the way that I edit, love using Lightroom. I like Lightroom CC more, though, believe it or not. If you're someone who does a lot of photos, you're taking 500 pics, 1,000 pics, you want to use Lightroom Classic. If you're like shooting for Instagram or shooting 1 or 2 photos here or there, Lightroom Classic, Lightroom CC is pretty nice for that. There are a lot of kinetic learners. Maybe next time you can have the downloads. Yeah, I could. I'm gonna have to ask the people who submit their photos if they're cool with people downloading their photos and experimenting. You know, we'll give it a shot. We might do some fun stuff too. Maybe we can all, 12 people take one photo, edit, and then we all come back into one. We'll see. Nice. Okay. So what did I personally learn from this? Not much, because that's how I kind of edit some of my photos. He definitely dug deeper into making some more finite improvements. This tutorial that I'm talking about, let me give him a shout out because I learned from him and we're watching his tutorial. It's Martin Schrader. If you guys want to follow him, Martin Schrader right here. But he really goes into details, like, to make his photos pop more. He's focusing more on the colors and the flowers. The photo that I have right here doesn't really allow me to do that. What I guess I could have done also, if I really wanted to, I'm going to hop back onto the photo really quick. What I could have done is, if I see right here, I could probably get a brush and... Let me see, I'm blocking my screen. Hang on. Grab my brush and make this have a little bit more details. I think that's the thing. When it comes to editing, I like having multiple sessions just so when I look at it the next day, I have a fresher mind and I'm like, okay, I didn't like what I was doing here. I didn't like what I was doing here. I like what I was doing here. I'm going to fine tune it a little bit more. So stuff like that, I would have made the rocks a little bit bigger. See, I'm coming back to it now and I'm like, okay, I should do this. I should do that. Make these rocks just a tad bit brighter. Give them some more details. Maybe make the thumbs up a little bit more apparent. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. I just want to demonstrate to you guys what I would have done the next day. I would have toned down the exposure because it's too crazy. I'll double check with the O. Yeah, it's not perfect, but the point is just to show you guys. I would have done this. I probably would have warmed up the rocks a little bit more. Now it's really popping, right? Kind of gives it that extra bit of touch to it. I'm gonna drop it down to like 20. Right? I might have overdone it, especially here on the thumbs up, but I can always go back and correct it. So that's something that I would have done. Okay, cool. Let's move on to something else. Okay, so we did landscape. Let's try. I hope you guys are learning something. Leave in the chat down below if you learned something from Martin from Martin Schrader or myself, just let me know in the chat. That way I know this live stream is helping someone out there. Okay, let's see. So we've done a landscape. Let's move on to something else. Let's do Lars. Or should I do this one? No, let's do something a little bit harder. Let's do this one. This one is a night photo. It's kind of already properly exposed. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna make the edit. This is from Lars. Lars, are you here? Shout out you're here, Lars. Have you ever considered doing a local meetup for photo editing day and evening stuff? Pilot Pete says, I've thought about having a hangout with people just to like play with camera gear. But I never really pressed on it. I definitely should, maybe after this whole quarantine is over. What's the best way to expose for highlights and shadows the best? Zane, I would say definitely if your camera has the zebra option. I have a whole video on this, on how to have the proper exposure every time with zebras. If your camera has the zebra option, it would definitely help a lot. It tells you what part as your sky is that your sky or whatever the brightest part is overexposed. The trick to photography is to always underexpose rather than overexpose, because it's easier to rescue details in the shadows than it is to bring back the details in the highlights. Certain cameras do different things, but that's like the kind of general rule of thumb. As long as you're not completely blackening your shadows, you can rescue your shadow details. Okay. Yes. Okay, Lars is here. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. What can we learn? I want to brighten this up. I'm gonna bring down the highlights. You see that? So Lars did a pretty good job. You know, he's underexposing. And you see right here, this sign right here is unfortunately blown out. Can we bring back any of that detail? No. See, that information is gone right there. Had he exposed for this right here, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with how he shot the photo, right? I've always had this issue too. There's just no details here anymore. So what I can do is, let me show you guys. How do I bring up my library? Let me show you guys Uma's photo really quick. Uma611, he's from Japan. But you can see his signage right here, just to show you guys really quickly. Is that I can bring back some of the details back into this photo just by dropping down my highlights. So before, you can see here, it looks like there's no details here. But if I were to bring back the highlights down, you see the sign, the details, it's coming back. So whoever was asking that question about how to properly expose, it's best to expose for the highlights first and then bring up your shadows in post. So let me go back to Lars really quick. Okay, let me shift my screen. Let's bring up a tutorial. Let's see here. I feel like a little bit of an urban vibe. Let's see, low light photo edit. See what we can learn. Lightroom. Okay. I like 7th Era. You think they got you think they can rescue this photo? You think they got something that I don't know? Ooh, Evan Raff says he can transform your night photos in just quick 3 steps. I really like this Brandon waffle look. I see this one been recommending to me a few times. But I don't know. I don't think that's the type of photo that we have. It's not very urban looking. Thanks, YouTube. I don't need to see what's being recommended to me. I'm trying to look for a good tutorial here. Okay. Let's see what 7th Era's got. Or let's see, is anyone help me out here? Okay, alright. I'm just gonna pick one. Today I'm gonna show you how to revive underexposed photos and how to fix your photos. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do. Oh jeez!
Some of the ads
Oh
that
my
I've seen,
God.
I just exited it. It was just like something like he's fucking
What?
just in his fucking gym gear and he's like, is it the weekend yet? It's like, shut up.
I don't
What the
appreciate
fuck's
the
going on,
person.
guys?
No,
Today
fuck
we're
off,
gonna
this is my video. Alright.
I was gonna say.
If you're wondering why I'm here.
Oh
I'm
my
not
god, it's
here.
just
So
booming with
we're gonna be
personality. I'm so excited to end this photo now.
before and afters on
Highlight.
I like this
and edit.
exuberance.
I really want to time
Yeah,
like,
a little.
you can see, I didn't want them to be overexposed, which is why I exposed for the lanterns, this is really, it's gonna say, don't overexpose, see anything, and we want to bring out all that detail that was in the image to make it look like what it was there when I was taking the photo. So I reckon we'll go to the shadows here, bring them up a bit. I always like to do this, I always like to put the exposure up.
Just to see what you're working with. I did the
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, and then I like to bring the highlights down a tiny bit, and then I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to bring the shadows back down. Might actually add a bit of contrast. And,
That's funny, man. It's funny. It's interesting watching you edit because I've never actually really watched you edit.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's where.
Really means, and you start dragging on this white tab here. When you see these white little dots,
Okay.
that means the highlights have gone pure white, and you don't really weigh that. So we're gonna instantly the photo looks a bit more better, and you can already see those. I like them a bit.
I like to do that too. I like to
Yeah,
move my
yeah,
temperature
it's like
slider all the way to the
-10,
cool
yeah,
tone
on the-
when it comes to night
And
photos.
bring up the light. It's just cool blue tab here.
But I actually like what they're
you can see
doing
it's
with the
just like-
blues inside
it's cool.
here.
Like,
That looks so much better. You can actually go just look personal.
we're gonna
I don't know if we
so
can do this- do the
photos
same for that
because this is
photo.
so on this completely the clarity up to like 20 because I don't really like to mess around with the clarity too much because I feel oils like this little motherfucker is gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring him up to here. Something like that.
Essentially, like
They need to
your
put
tone
if they're
curve is
cursing
going
or
to
not.
affect what you've edited in the basic editing.
Yeah,
because
so
the
you're
tone
gonna-
curve.
Not that I
is-
care on
yeah,
this
you're
platform,
gonna have
but
Sort of vibe. I'm gonna
Very
bring the
nice.
I
lumens
tried not
up.
to have any
those
cursing
lights
on my
just
channel.
Like they're actually lit up rather
Yeah.
than just. I reckon a bit more. I think. I reckon these oranges. We can go into the orange slider. We can bring these up. a bit.
Okay, so what I'm taking from this is that they're
Maybe
using the
ones as
HSL
well.
color tone
Gonna be
again.
putting the-
Radio.
like,
Oh
right,
jeez,
right,
there's
so
too
we
much
can-
jokes going on.
And then we'll click on invert here, and we're going to bring the exposure up, which is just going to do the opposite.
Oh, so much better already.
Yeah, obviously, as you can see already.
So
even
they
though
don't use
even
the
though
regular
they didn't
vignetting,
want
they're
it to really
using
sell the
the
subject.
vignetting
Exactly.
through
So
the
bring that one
exposure and
we
creating
just
it
want
with
that.
the
We just want the
what you can do during
looks
the
shit,
dial
like,
right here.
Like the lantern in here, to the color,
Red.
maybe
maybe like we can take
half of
Hold
them. Go out to here in the next one.
See ya.
Okay. Thanks, Seventh Era. I want to see what I could do. I Oh. Those guys are insane. I love those guys. I wasn't prepared for it. I need to do that too. Okay, I'm gonna raise the shadows. I'm gonna raise the shadows. I want to see what I can do. I'm gonna raise the exposure. I'm gonna tone down the highlights. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see here. I think we want more focus on the ladies there. So, dang it. Okay. What I'm doing is the famous S-curve. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about? S-curve. The sexy, sexy S-curve. So this is a way to add contrast as well. Is my Lightroom crashing? Oh god. I think Lightroom's crashing. It's too intense. Whoa. Okay, Lightroom. Come on. Hang in there, buddy. Come on. Okay, I am freaking out now. Lightroom is not behaving how I want it to. And I think they were using... Hold up. Hold up. Oh, okay. That's how they're doing it. We are going to bring this right here. We're going to do a centralized focus on this. We're going to invert it. There you go. And then, kind of what they were doing to focus on the guy walking down the alley. Right? Okay, my computer's lagging. I'm kind of worried now. Okay. We're gonna go shadows. If I warm my shadows, what's that gonna look like? Did they do something like this? I don't remember them doing something like this. I should watch the video again. Okay. So far... okay, good. My Lightroom is working again. Okay, so now I added a little bit of flair to it, right? We're getting close. We're getting close. I'm going to have to mute these guys really quick. See, both of the photos right now, as you can see right here, it's warm. And our photo started off kind of warm too.
It's going to sound really confusing. Essentially, I shot the photo darker so that the land shadows look like what it was. And I like to bring the highlights down a tiny bit, and then I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to bring the shadows back down. Might actually add a bit of contrast. And
Let's do a different light so I see where it starts to clip. So it's already.
if you don't know what clipping means,
That's when like the highlights are clipping, right?
I think it's the Alt key that you press. No, I lied. Is it? Or is my thing not? Oh, jeez. What's going on? No. Okay, so I'm sorry if I cause any seizure attacks. But if I hold Alt and I move this, that kind of helps balance that a little bit more. I'm gonna. Oh, this is a difficult edit for sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
I do the same.
be white, like to these white little dots. That means style here, the image is a bit too yellow, and the way that we're going to get rid of that is by here going to the image a bit more better. And you can already see those two different aqua, like the blue tab here.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna pay attention to this part right here.
We'll go to that blue tab here, and we'll just bring these down a bit. And already, as you can see, it's just cool. It's got that sort of night neon vibe already. Pump up the blues, pump up the saturation a bit, and bring up the lightness, which just makes them pop, right?
It just sort of brings out the detail, luminance.
Okay. What can I do with that? Same thing, we have blue tones right here, so... Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really do too much of the focusing right here. But this is interesting. Should I make it more blue? This kind of gives us some... You know what? I'm just... Oh, that brings it back down. I kind of like it a little bit brighter. This kind of has some futuristic going on. I like the blue. Okay.
This is like bringing out the detail in the color.
Bring them
Work with
order. I'm going to start doing this in order. I don't really like to mess around with keep working this basic tab here. I'm going to go put the clarity up to like 20 because I don't really like to mess around with the clarity too much because I feel like it can just completely ruin an image if you use it too much. And now the next step up, we're going to be
use the
photo, so we might have to adjust that.
Yeah.
All right, now for me...
Everyone does the matte look. Everyone does the matte look. Okay, I would do the matte look too. I'm sorry, Lars.
It's a bit too contrasty. So
I'm sorry about butchering your photo, bro.
essentially like
blue, orange. I'm going to bring the luminance up. A yellow tab here. We can just bring this to the left. Rather, I reckon. What else am I thinking? As well. Is going to be put as the guy. So the way we do this is we press.
This is how all you guys are feeling right now.
So the next object
Wait. I lost it. Whatever.
And then you
It's
just
fine.
bring that. You want to bring that out.
He was yawning. I was like, you guys are probably
That's
like
gonna
yawning
bring
right
the
now
luminance
too.
up. So we're gonna bring that luminance up. Bring the saturation up as well.
We're gonna do yellow. Yeah. See, this part of the photo. It's fun when you have so many colors to work with. I can see why this is one of Lard's favorite photos, and I'm glad he sent this in. Because there's just so much color to play with, and you can really make the tones look really good. I kind of like that. That mustard yellow. In that case, I want to make... That's a nice little contrast right there. Luminance? How about the red? Can we F with the red a little bit? Yeah, I kind of like that being like, there's like a lot of colors going on right here. Okay, I kind of like that. So this is what we came from with Lars's photo, right? And then this one, I kind of like it. Okay. I think that's what they kind of did. I'm gonna add some sharpness now. Not that there needs to be any sharpness involved, but I like adding just a little bit of sharpening. It's very subtle. It's nothing too crazy. I kind of like the little bit of a slanted look. I don't know. That's something that I'm gonna have to go back and forth on. But I just leveled it out because I have an option to. And the thing is, I've tried different editing software, and I don't like the best leveling. The best software that can do leveling is Lightroom. So that's why that's probably the only feature why I'm still so I still use Lightroom, is because their leveler is amazing. Oh, right. They don't use vignetting in the thing. They use vignetting right here. They use vignetting in this photo. This is how they vignette. I don't know why this photo is giving me so much trouble. Okay, hold on. I messed up. I'm just gonna... Oh, why is my software lagging? So, 7th era guys don't like to use the vignetting on the software. I'm gonna see what I can learn from that. I really want to hone in on them, which I think I did. And then I'm gonna invert. Actually, no. We're supposed to not invert it. Because then that way, I gotta make sure my feather's up. Ooh. I dig it. I'm just making the multicolor in the background pop, but it's definitely a challenging photo. I'm not gonna lie. This was really hard, but I've learned quite a bit. I have learned quite a bit. I'm gonna up the clarity a little bit because I think, okay, so you see that? The clarity adds a little bit of grittiness to it. Okay. All right. Wow, this was hard. This was definitely hard. The landscape one was definitely a lot of fun, but this has definitely been very eye-opening. I don't need to do any sort of noise reduction. I don't really see any noise. Profile correction. Nah. Not really. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a before and after. What do you guys think? Let me know. You know what? I guess what I would have also tried to do is crop it differently too. So I would do instead a 16 by 9. And is it X that spins it? Oh, yeah. If I press X, you can see I can change different landscape or portrait. So I would have, if I'm allowed to crop. Would that have done? Would that have worked any better? I guess that could work too if you want to. That's an option. Or we'll reset. What if we do a smaller crop? Like that. But I like some of the foreground elements in there too. It's tricky. Okay. But I like the colors. I like the color tones. I think this is something that I want to do more street photography. And I want to do a lot of those different neon tones and colors, like what 7th Era was trying to teach us, as well as some of the street photos that I really like from Lucas too. I really like those neon tones. Oh, I was blocking you guys. I'm terribly sorry. Here you go. This is before and after. Okay. All right. Sorry I've neglected the chat for a bit. Cheese on everything says Photoshop a sign there. That could definitely work. Travel Jams, welcome, welcome. Can you Photoshop your face in the sign? Maybe. Not today, though. Those guys are insane. Their at-home photo challenge is funny. Crypto Knight asks, oh, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys learn as well. You can feel free to slam me. I know I did a terrible job with this photo. Lars, like, I'm completely sorry, dude. Am I happy with this? No, but it was definitely a fantastic learning experience. So I'm gonna play with the HSL a little bit more, just kind of like focusing more on the neons. I've hardly shoot any sort of neon looking photos, so I don't get to mess with that too much. Max Cruz says North borders are great, guys. Yes. Okay. If the next photo that I'm working on and they have a tutorial in it, I'm gonna follow some North borders. I'm gonna try something out from them. Max Cruz says, can you send me the raw files? Interested in trying what I can do. Get in contact with Lars. Lars is in the chat right now, so if Lars wants to, he can send you that photo if you want to give it a crack at it. So it'd be pretty interesting to see. Lars says this photo was taken in Aalborg, Denmark. And he says I did great. Oh, thank you, Lars. Thank you. Adrian Hung says, I kind of lost where you did it, but how did you bring up the highlights around the edge of the girl's photo? It's a great effect. Wait, what do you mean? But how did you bring up the highlights around the edges of the girls in the photo? How did I do that? Oh, you're talking about how did I bring up the highlights here? I just did like another. I'll show you right now. Let me scooch myself over so I'm not blocking any of the settings. See, if you guys haven't really played with the tools here on the top, these radio brush styles, what you call it? What's this one called? Radio filter, graduated filter, red eye. Well, I never use red eye corrector. Spot removal. These are very powerful tools on the top. They're kind of hidden, but they're really good. So what I did was I added a part right here that really focuses on them and the sign. So watch when I turn it off. So by putting that little filter, that little gradient right there, whatever you call it, radio filter, I focus more on them because that's the center of the photos and we want them to pop a little bit more. So that's what I did. Yep. Cool. Definitely check out North Borders. He's a 7th Error friend. I've seen. I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't seen much of their videos, aside from some of their POV Street stuff. Those were amazing. Let's see here. Chris Spywater says, I'm only getting into photo editing. You're the reason why I bought the 6400. Looking to learning more. Me and you, buddy. Me and you. We're learning stuff together. Let's move on to the next photo. How we feeling today? How we all feeling right now? So far, you guys enjoying this? Are you guys like whatchamacallit? Do you guys want, like, what do you guys want to see more when I'm doing this and when I'm learning? Like, feel free to chime into the chat so I can improve for the next editing. Let's do a couple more. These edits do take quite a bit, so we're gonna do a couple more. I really okay. I wanna stop strong on something. So let me just figure out what I want to do. I like Steve's photo. Maybe I'll stop strong on Steve's photo. That way I'm not ending on a bad one. I want to edit some Japan photos. Let's see what we can do. Well, I actually edited a night one already, so should I do another night one? See, that's tough. I don't know what to do. Now let's go back to landscape. Steve, save me, bro. Steve, save me. All right, this is Steve's photo. We'll see what we can do. Darius says, have you edited with other apps like Affinity, Luminar, and Capture One? Yes, I have edited with Capture One and Luminar. Capture One is fantastic. Luminar is fantastic. I've never used Affinity, though. It's awesome. Epic. Love it. Enjoy it. Learning a lot. Calibration is the most important tool in Lightroom. Actually, Alex, thanks. Steve, I'm going to put a quick pause on your photo. Let's see here. I want to do Channing's photo. Okay, this is the epic rockstar photo. Let's see what we can do with this one. He sent me an edited version, which I regret to say that I actually looked at it. It was an accident because I thought he sent me the same photo, but it was his edited version. So we're gonna compare. We're gonna compare Alex Sandoval. How to edit concert photos. Let's see what we can learn. I love shooting concerts. Concerts are definitely my thing. I've done quite a bit of concert photography back in the day. Well, back in the day, as in like 3 years ago. Who's dominating here? Steve. Okay, there's Steven Van. Concert photography, James. Are they teaching how to shoot it, or are they teaching how to edit? I like Mango Street. Their stuff is really good too. I wouldn't consider it bad lighting though. So we're not gonna do street. How to edit concert photos in Lightroom. Okay, I think Steven Van wins this one. Top results, and I really like what I see on his thumbnail.
Hey guys, Steven here, back with another video, and today
Hang on, we got a spammer. Why do you make my job hard, dude? Hang on, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is anyone seeing the spammer on the chat? Because I see it on my iPad, but I don't think he's up on my actual feed. He's not showing up on my live stream here, so that's weird. Hang on. What if I don't want to, oh shoot, I don't want to refresh this page and then ruin it. One second, guys. I'm sorry. You would think YouTube would like automatically remove or put people on. It's so stupid. Ugh. I'm so sorry, guys. You would think YouTube would be able to freaking like stop the spam, but you know, they don't. That's weird. They know how to demonetize people, but they don't know how to like prevent spammers. Okay, I apologize, buddies. I reported him. Yeah, I've done all that already. Oh wait, I didn't report him. I'm gonna unwanted spam, hate speech, and graphic violence, harassment. This is harassing me. This is harassing someone else. Just spam. I'm gonna just use spam. Yeah. Oh, this is why I need a moderator. I need that Nightbot back. Okay. I apologize, folks. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it.
I'll be teaching you how to edit concert photos in Adobe Lightroom. Here I have a couple of photos of Post Malone from the NXNE festival in Toronto last June. If you guys were wondering how I got such nice shots and how I got to the very front, get this video to it.
Steven Van shot Post Malone.
With, and it's easier to edit. Yeah, but besides that, I think it's really easy to edit concert photos because there's a lot of colors and good lighting. Because obviously the set has a lot of lighting. There may be 3 minute light long. Change the colors that I can see. Like obviously this is red and like purple, but I want distinct colors. Like I want blue and red or orange and green, right? I want something that contrasts between each other. So if I just move the temperature towards the blue, you can see it's more of a purple and it's more of a red. Over here, it's like they're sort of similar, which I don't want. So I'll be moving it slightly, not too much, because if I move it too much on the left right here, you can see the skin tones kind of get too blue, which is not good, obviously. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the contrast and I'm going to lower the blacks. The reason why I'm going to do this is because it creates contrast between the background and the subject, and the colors get darker and you can see the colors more distinctly. And so that's how you create the illusion of depth in the background, which makes it look a lot better. I'm going to increase the...
Okay. Steven Van says he... Okay, so my... this is from Alex Sandoval, by the way, guys. There's no reds in this photo. I don't think I need to do too much of it. I can make it super blue. Ooh. Oh, I'm a big fan of pushing it more towards the purple side of things whenever I do my concert photos. But Steven Van has spoken. He says he likes the blue a little bit. And then he says he bumps up the contrast like a lot. we're gonna play with it. I want to see what's gonna happen. But okay, I think the issue with the photo that I have here, not that there's an issue with the photo itself, but it's because this subject matter is a little bit darker compared to the one he has of Post Malone. So this is what we started with, and this is what we ended up with, and I don't like that at all. But I'm gonna see what's up first.
The shadows a bit so that you can kind of get a look at the middle, because if you decrease it right here, the middle is like complete black, which you don't want. You want to see some details. Also, with concert photos and anything in the dark, it's usually hard to get a really sharp image in the dark, obviously, especially when the object is moving. So you probably know that, artists perform and it's really hard, especially in the night where your ISO is high. So decreasing the blacks and increasing the contrast might hide some of those details that you don't want, some of the grain that you probably don't want as well. So I think it's really good that you do that. What you also may want to do is increase the highlights, because there is a lot of light in the background. It might look good. It really depends on your shot. For this instance, I don't think it will work because his shirt is white, and if I increase the highlights, his shirt will get really bright too, which I don't want. So I'll just be keeping it around this right here, and I'll also be decreasing the vibrance and saturation. The reason why I want to do this is because a lot of times the set lights and the colors will change the subject's skin tones to the color that it is. So in this case, the lighting is purple and his face is purple over here. We want the skin tones to be a little bit more natural and not so colorful, because obviously that's not really but it looks normal, and you can tell that it's a person. Lower the vibrance to a point where it looks kind of normal. It's still slightly purple, but it looks normal, and you can tell that it's a person. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to curves here, and I'm gonna crush the blacks, meaning I'm gonna kind of create this fade effect right here. So you'll see it'll get a little bit like, it's a
Matt,
fade. I think
look.
it's really good
Matt,
because
look.
it kind of levels out the blacks and the shadows that
Someone said he's
that
talking
were
too
really
fast.
harsh in the
I
beginning,
put
but
it at
now
a
they look
2
little
times
better.
speed
And we're
so I
just
don't
gonna
bore everyone.
Lower this a bit so that the highlights aren't so bright, something like that, and maybe drop this down. And for clarity over here, I only recommend lowering the clarity in a
Matt,
couple of
look.
scenarios. Really, the only scenario you should be decreasing the clarity is if you want to create some sort of foggy look to it. So if there is fog in the background and the artist is like walking through it and there's like light going through the fog, you might want to lower the clarity because it'll give a really dreamy type look. Or maybe that's your style and you want to lower the clarity, that's fine. But usually, because it's really hard to capture detail, you might want to increase the clarity. It might look a bit better. So if you want to the shadows. Now we're gonna go to the HSL. I mentioned this.
Okay, all right. So if we lower the highlight, kind of brings that. It's like lighting up the concert. Woo, woo. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do with the matte look. Did he do an S curve? No, he kind of toned down everything, but it's definitely a lot more lighter. Whoa. No, that's not what I want to do. So in case you guys are a big fan of that matte look, you just lift your blacks on the curve right here on the bottom. You can even flatten this out too. Just to, ooh, look at that. That creates that nice little matte look. I just find it funny that all the tutorials that we've been watching today have suggested doing the matte look. I'm guilty myself. I love doing the matte look. I just think it looks really cool. So, okay. All right, so that's what we're gonna do.
Image, I will be really big because we're gonna change a lot of the
And if you're
colors.
just
It's gonna give
joining,
it a total
and just really quickly, if you're just joining in, I know I haven't really recapped what we're doing right now, but we've have people submitted some photos for me to edit, and the twist is that I'm gonna follow other people's tutorials and try to learn something from them. So that way, everyone kind of learns like different styles and learn how to improve their photography. So I'm just finding out what I can learn from all these other tutorials
really
right
different
here.
feel. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the red, see how it looks like, because red is one of the two dominant colors in this whole picture. Red's closer to red, and it might not change magenta to magenta is like around this as well. I think if you move it closer to the left, it isn't as strong, which is good because here it doesn't look as good. The biggest reason I want to change the colors is because I really don't like photos that have just one solid color. I think two colors look a lot better, creates depth in the background. It looks really nice. It fits lighting scenarios better. It just makes an overall better picture. One color that form, we're going to adjust to the left side and make it really strong. The skin tone's going to change. I want to keep it kind of the same. And then we're going to go to saturation. We're going to increase the red. We want it visible because obviously we want the skin effect. I think just any got it. I'll increase to the left.
I don't think this is gonna apply to us because we only have one color.
No, blue doesn't look better. That in the shadow so that it kind of fits in with over here, something like that. And I usually don't mess with highlights, especially if they're.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I see that. I don't have two colors like Steve. Ooh. The reason why I said, ooh, this looks like I'm coming really close to what Channing had his photo to be. I'll pull up his photo later just so you guys have the comparison. But dang it, I shouldn't have looked at your photo, man. Now I'm gravitating towards what I like. Does Aqua do anything? No. With saturation, no, see, this doesn't affect anything because his photo is predominantly blue. So when I used to edit concert photos, I really like this like faded blue tone look. Because I don't like black and white photos. I want there to be like a dominant color in some way. So it's either like a faded blue or faded purple look. So it's either between like something like this or like this. Never black and white when it comes to concert photos. That's just me though. Okay, so I think Steven Van also did some color picking right here. which really does kind of help a bit. I'm gonna do this much. So I can control the intensity of that blue here, but that just brings everything back. So I'm happy with this for now. I'm pretty sure once I look at it again, I might have a different feeling. But luminance wise, I want to make it, yeah, just a little bit brighter. Just so there's a little bit more separation between this action shot right here of the guitarist. By the way, stellar shot, dude. Stellar shot, Alex. What's the shot with the APS-C? Okay. All right. So this was what we were working with. But see, the musician is kind of blended in. I wonder if there's anything I can do to fix that. I mean,
there's a lot of white in the photos because they'll turn out really weird like that. Really, that's up to you. You can lower the saturation if you just want a really small effect, but you can change.
Okay, it's like he's only focusing on the shadow tones. I'm going to go to highlights and see what happens. Whoa, ooh, okay. You can definitely mess with that too if you want. Whoa, that kind of gives it a very drastically different look. It's like competing colors. We'll circle back on this. I'm not too quite sure if that's what I want to do for the highlight.
Change that for yourself. Remove the roll. It doesn't really make it wider per se, but in the middle. See, and then we press on this. You can like there's no noise. Hide, get highlight. Yeah, or notice it unless you increase it like up to here. I know a lot of photographers increase their grain to give it more. The grain would look really cool. Now the good thing about making all these adjustments is that if you have a lot of pictures and things and stuff like that, we go back. I would actually go to lens corrections and I would increase the amount to make it a little bit brighter. But it's kind of really doesn't matter. But yeah, there you go. So I'm just gonna show you. So I would increase this one is really good for lowering.
Sorry, I'm just kind of speeding through this because I think he's wrapping up.
Me on Twitter. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed.
All right, follow Steven Van, guys. He makes some good stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tap into what I know. This is where we came from. Okay. I'm wondering if okay. I'm gonna bring the musician back a little bit. I'm gonna darken everything. I'm gonna see if I can do this. By the way, Alex, who are you photographing? I'm gonna press O to bring up what my brush is doing. I love shooting rock concerts. They're usually they're the fun ones to shoot. If you're shooting like EDM DJ sets, they're kind of just bopping up and down. That's why a lot of those promo videos, you see more of the crowds than you see the musicians themselves. But that's only from like the 1 or 2 videos that I've seen. But rock musicians, they're super cool because they get to like run around, jump around. You just don't know what's going on. Sometimes they have some kick-ass tunes. So what I'm doing right now, if you're just tuning in, or you're wondering what I'm doing, I am giving him contrast by making him red as opposed to the blue photo, the blue background. No, I'm kidding. I'm just going to brush him up a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can play with some of the tools in the settings. Okay. Not perfect, but we're gonna see. We're gonna fine tune it once we figure it out. Gotta get his guitar fret right here. But yeah, concerts are fun. I miss shooting concerts. This brings back a lot of good memories, Alex. Thank you. I sound like I'm drugged up, but now I'm really in the zone trying to get this photo to look good. Okay. So. Okay. What can I do? What can I I do? I'll darken him a little bit more, maybe make him a silhouette, but obviously not too much where I'm losing details. What if I warmed him up a little bit? Would that help bring him back? A little bit. How about I? That kind of helps. That kind of helps. So I'm going to turn this off really quick. That kind of helps. That kind of brings the attention back to him. And I think I have another trick up my sleeve to really make him stand out way more. Dehaze. Well, not dehaze, but I'm trying to haze out right now. No, I don't want to lose too much details on him, because I'm already losing a lot of details on the guitarist. So I could do this, but we had to find a Again, we're just experimenting, folks. There's nothing wrong with experimenting, because you never know what you're gonna find, even though it's gonna look bad afterwards. You don't have to commit to it. That's the beautiful thing. You're just trying out different things until you find something that works for you. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And what I'm going to do to bring him back out into the background is our friend, the radio filter. Right. What happens if I invert this? Okay. All right. Okay, we brought him back out. And you see, now remember when we were watching Seventh Error, they're like, they don't like to use the post-crop vignetting here, because what happens when you do that is that you're only focusing on here, which there's nothing to focus on. You want the vignette right here to envelop the musician. So we're going to take a page off their books. We're going to add another. We're going to add another radio filter right here. I don't know if it's redundant to make another one, but I just want to make another one. Maybe even dehaze this too. See, the hazing brings back some of the folks in the background. Okay. And then, so this part right here, I'm gonna leave that. But remember, I have, where'd it go? I thought I brushed him. Did I not? Okay, I could have sworn I brushed him. Where did the brush go? Aw, really? Really? Okay. I brushed him. Where did that go? Oh, I have to do this again? I could have sworn I brushed him. Okay, I'm spending. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So I could have sworn I brushed him. I think now I'm just adding another layer of brush. Okay, he's way too grainy now. But the point for me to brush him wasn't to do that. My point the point that I wanted to brush was so I can come back to it and mess with some of these settings a little bit more. Just to make him stand out. Okay. All right. So this is what we came to. The parts right here in the lights, they're super blown, but because I lowered the highlights, you can see a little bit of their details in the rim of the lighting. So I kind of dig that. I like that look. It has that airy feel to it because I made the blue. Because I exaggerated the blue in the background. You see, look, watch. If I do it black and white, like I was talking about earlier, I don't like that. But if I can like not make a black and white photo, I would choose to make this the color right here. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna pull up Alex's photo. He's done a better job than I do. I've been so out of touch with my my concert editing. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can find Alex's photo. No, I keep saying Alex. It's not Alex, it's Channing. I'm so sorry, dude. I was so enwrapped in your editing. It's not Alex, it's Channing. I'm so sorry, Channing. I'm so sorry, bro. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Wow. Okay. Boom. That's his edit. That's my edit. That's the original photo. I'll put it up there. Nope, that doesn't work that way. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm gonna put it right. I'll put it right here. And I need to move my camera to right there. Okay, all right. I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry, Channing. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I haven't looked at the chat in a while too. I was so entranced with this edit. Okay. Winter said I would try out the white balance first and then start pushing the colors. Yeah, that's one of the ways that I would do it too. It's how I watch most of my tutorial, 2x speed. I'll try something out like this. Thank you. That's funny. 2 times the speed up. I know people who actually talk this fast. Easier to touch the tint before the curve. Black and white with dodge and burn would be nice. Try using a radial filter and change the color. That way you can have the transition. Push the tint and grab the hues panel under to drop the blues. I want the blues though. Let's see here. Search is bringing up music videos of the weekends. Sorry, Alex. Chipmunk on steroids. Use calibration tool on the bottom. It works wonder. Can you allow masking on your radial filter? What do you mean? Channing's details in the photos is so cool. Wow, very cool. Yeah. Oh, snaps. Yeah, he definitely brought that back out. I'm wondering if I see if I can bring details back into the shoes too. What would I have done? What? Okay. Oh man, it's been so long since I used Lightroom. See, I created a brush. Where'd it go? Like, how do I find it? Like, did I mess up somewhere? Cause see, it has the adjustments here, but how do I go back to it? Can anyone help me out? I'm trying to bring back the brush mask right here, and I can't find it. Because usually if I click on the brush, much like if I click on this, you see these two dots right here? I can go back and edit that, but for some reason with the brush, it's just gone. That's really annoying. When you apply radio filters, at the bottom there's masking so it doesn't pull into the other parts of the photo. I'm not looking to get... Okay, so Daydream says the shoes, the drum set, all the details are missing. I'm not trying to bring the drum set back. I'm trying to put the focus back on the guitars. But the shoes things for sure. I really like how Channing did his details back into the shoes. That's really cool. It's definitely something that I want to do. But I don't know how to bring that back. Luminosity masking would do wonders for this image. Yeah. All right. Well... Let's see here. Do we have time for one more? We got a good amount of people watching. We'll do one more, and then I'll head off. I'm supposed to stop at 2, but I'm gonna quickly see if I can do something else. I really want to do a Japan one though, so let's do the Japan one. Thank you, Uma611, for sending in the photos. I sorely miss Japan. I'm gonna do this one. This one's a daylight photo. I don't want to do any more low light ones for today. So let me know in the chat if you guys enjoy something like this. I know I'm kind of flubbing on the 2 photos that I've worked on, but the whole goal of this is just to try to learn something new, try to learn a new technique from other people, try to like experiment with certain tools of Lightroom or even any editing software that we normally never have tried ourselves before, but try to work it into the photo. See, I'm trying to keep an open mind. Like, there are things that I wouldn't do from what the tutorial tells me, but because I've never experimented with it, I wouldn't know to even try it. So here we go. This is of Shibuya in Japan, the famous Shibuya crossing. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly balance the photo out first, so we don't have to like watch someone balance their photos. So, sometimes I do auto just to see what. There's nothing wrong with hitting auto if that's gonna be your starting point for your photo. Sometimes I want to see what Lightroom wants to do. Okay, well, they messed up right there. I don't want that. So I'll do auto white balance first. And then I think a lot of people hold on. Let me add the matte look. Damn, it looks good already. Damn, it looks good already. Look at that. Wow, wowzers. I love it. Okay, no, that's not what we're here. That's not what we're trying to do. Wow, that looks good too. 2020, we're bringing back the matte look, folks. We are bringing back the matte look. Okay, I think that's a pretty good starting point. We're gonna find a tutorial now, our last one for today. I always really want to experiment the anime look, the pastel look when it comes to Japan photos. So let's see here. I don't want to type this wrong and get some really weird results. So let me just transition to full screen. Anime edit Lightroom. I've seen a ton of these tutorials, and I really like that pastel look of things. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off with the edit that we have. But, uh-oh. He's using Lightroom CC. They're using Lightroom CC. It's fine. I can probably pull this off on Lightroom. We'll see, though. This person is not talking. Jeez, 768,000 views? Whoa. All right, this is from Jaslate Tamayo. All right. Anime preset, anime inspire. Again, drastically different style from what I'm used to editing. But I like the pastel look. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the stuff right there, pastel look. Let's see what we can learn from this. I don't think he does any sort of narration. I've seen this video before. Oh, dude, this guy's playing better music than me. Okay, he's using Lightroom CC, so I'm still gonna imitate it regardless. Alright, I already lost this battle because he has a blue sky and I don't have a blue sky. Does he edit a different photo? Okay. Yes. This is a very popular looks with the Asians. Here. Oh no, he pasted the settings. Oh, I lost this battle already. Oh man, this is hard. I don't know if I can pull this off. Hang on. Okay, this one doesn't have so much on the sky, so I think this is gonna get working. This could be a good working point for me. This guy's name is Ben Penn. I'm gonna lower his music just in case they're playing copyrighted music. I don't wanna get in trouble for that. Okay, let's see here. Wait, what did he do? Contrast. Okay. He's taking down the contrast. He's taking down the highlights. He's bumping up his shadows. Okay. And he's taking up his white. Okay. Hang on. He lowers the contrast, lowers his highlights, up his shadow, up his whites. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. He bump up the shadow. I like how I'm just like, bump up the shadow. Let's tone down the highlights a little bit. He take down the contrast. Oh, look at that. Anime style already. Whites up. Ah, so here. Okay, this is how we start getting that pastel look. I'm already seeing it now. We gotta take up the shadow, push up the whites, because this is what we would have to work with. And this already has that airy look to it. Okay. I'm learning. I am learning. Down the contrast a little bit. Did he do it severely? Oh, even, okay. Well, duh. I guess if you want to get that pastel look, you just completely crush your contrast. But you know what? Let's see a little contrast in there, see what happens. And we're going for that pastel look. So let's see what we can learn from Ben Penn. He's lowering the blacks. He's darkening his blacks. Hold on, let me just mess with my blacks really quick. And I don't want it too much. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Hold on. Ben Penn, you're going too fast, bro. You're going too fast, bro. Okay, he's pushing towards the blue. Okay, he's going up towards the magenta for the tint. He's going down on the vibrance, and he's upping the saturation, like by a lot. Okay, to the blues, to the magenta, kill the vibrance, up the saturation. So we're gonna see what that does. We're gonna go push the blues back, but obviously not too much, right? And up the magentas. No, not too much. Don't do too much. Do the blue. Okay. I'm getting that cotton candy look now. I like it. Kill the vibrance. That just puts me back to the start. Really? Maybe I shouldn't do it too much. Not too much of the vibrance, because vibrance mutes the color. So I don't want to kill the vibrance too much. But he's pushing his saturation a lot, so that's what's making the colors pop. Yeah, I don't want to kill too much of the vibrance, because that's just gonna do something that I don't want it to do. But this is what I'm coming from, and this is where we're going at. Very nice. He didn't lift his... Oh, shoot. I didn't pause the video. But then for his shadows, what did he do? Oh, yeah, he upped it to 100. Saturation. Okay. So we're going to HSL now. He's dropping the red saturation. He's fine-tuning orange. What is his goal here? I don't understand what his goal is. I kind of want the colors to pop, though. Okay, a lot of fine-tuning on the individual colors, so I'm going to speed this up really quick. Okay, I think I get what he's trying to go for. Oh, wow. Okay, so that definitely increased the blues and the reds or the magentas. So I'm gonna try to fiddle this with this myself. I want to see what happens. Okay, so there's different types of HSL you can mess with here. You can do it like this, or you can do it by color. So on Lightroom CC, he did it by. So how does this red look? Deep or dark? Like deep or bright? Okay, you see the red right here? That's what I'm messing with right now. So I'm messing with the red channels. So this is what we were working with before. It's really not bad, but I'm just gonna raise the red a little bit. We're focusing on the color red here with HSL. And then I think the blue is where we're gonna make this pop. So what happens when we do a majority of this? Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to that pastel look. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a fan of the pastel anime look. I just want to warm this up just a bit. No, I kind of like that. Work in progress. Is there any color I should focus on? You can... aqua. You gotta mess with aqua. No, you can't mess with aqua. Lols. I think, yeah, the anime look, pastel looking color is definitely airing more on the aqua look. The red is really distracting. I'm gonna turn down the red. There you go. Okay, what else is he doing? I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just learning. Okay. That's part of the dreamy pastel airy look. He took down the texture. Wow. I never touch texture. I never touch texture because I never know what it does. But that's great to... Well, I mean, I know what it does, but I just don't mess with it. Clarity-wise. It's funny how sometimes you want to make a photo sharper. I'm always going on the right, not so much on the left. So this is definitely an interesting experience. Yeah, he's dropping clarity like I did, but I did not drop clarity, lows. But that's too much. I don't like what he's doing with that. Okay, but what is he doing next? I don't like, that's too soft in my opinion. Shadows, he's pushing it towards blue. Makes sense. He's doing split toning now. Split toning is really good if you want your highlight or shadows to have a different color. Did he warm up his highlights at any point? I like how he sharpens the photo now. Sorry, I'm bouncing around. I just want to see what he's trying to get at, so I can try to understand what his workflow is. So if we do split toning, yeah, it's too blue right now. I'm gonna have to try to fix this. He's sharpening it. What's radius on? What's the radius tool on classic? What is that doing? What the heck? Color reduction? Oh, dudes. Okay, I don't know where some of these tools are in classic. Okay. Yeah, see? Okay, this is the photo that caught my eye. I kind of like this look. Okay. It's probably because I didn't mess with the individual channels. So what I could do is, if you grab this little red circle right here, you can mess with certain individual channels. We'll see if that works. So this is a handy tool if you guys didn't know this. Like, let's just say, like, I don't know what color, like, I want to focus on that color on a certain part of the screen, but I don't know what color, like, is it between red? Is it between orange? Like, I don't know what it is. So you can actually grab this little button right here, and you can actually go to that one, you can pinpoint it, and you can just, like, move your mouse up and down to control what it looks like. So for example, I can do that for saturation as well if I want to like saturate this. Luminance, want to make this brighter. So I'm focusing right on the blue sign right here to change the overall look. So what else do I want to make darker? Right, so I can bring this back down. would do, let's do this. Oh, man, I really want some sort of contrast into this. I know he took down the contrast. Maybe it's not contrast. I think it definitely needs to be brighter in some way. Okay, and then I'm gonna focus on doing color or highlight priority. I personally like doing color priority when it comes to vignetting. What we're coming from. Yeah, I think having that, I think the key element is having some blue skies in the photo. That would definitely help sell the photo a little bit more. I'm not doing with the blue skies, but that's okay. See, it's that whiteness and that contrast really just lifts up everything and makes it very pastel looking and pretty. See that? That's what he starts with. It's really gritty, contrasty, and then boom, it brings everything up. It's a style. It's definitely a style. Yeah, he's definitely hammering into the colors a little bit more. So I want this to be a little bit more blue. Like that. And then with the reds. I used to do this myself. I used to be so afraid of just trying out different colors, but as you see from this tutorial, he's not afraid. He's just moving things around. Remember, you don't have to commit to something, right? Just push it as much as you can, just to see where it affects your photos. And you see the orange. See, I didn't even notice. Sorry, Siri's going crazy. You see right here, I didn't even notice these yellow things on the sidewalk were lighting up until I started playing with the luminance. So I didn't even know if that was something that I need to work on, or that's something that I want to work on. Again, just messing around. I skipped that part of the tutorial, so that was my fault. I should have followed a little bit more closely on that, because I think that's where he kind of gets the individual color. See? There's the orange right here that I really want to make pop. So what I can do is go back to HSL. Again, this little mark here helps you bring out that individual color. If I mess with the green. Nothing. It's very minute. Only this guy's wearing a green. And this bag right here. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys mess with HSL before. Different colors. Just trying to like hone in on that one color and just knocking the crap out of it. I want to make this pop more. I'm hoping one of these channels that I'm doing. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we're good. We're already 15 minutes past the time. Let's see, what else would I do? Maybe I shouldn't add the sharpness. I actually, no. Ben Pan added some sharpness to it. He definitely brought some of that sharpness back which so his people don't look completely dreamy. Yeah, this is a style that I've actually wanted to experiment for quite some time now, so I'm glad I'm able to share that with you guys. Chromatic aberration. No. Shot with Sigma 85. Good lens, good lens. Does leveling do anything? No, but I want to. See, we talk about not ever going left to the texture or left on the clarity. I've never actually went right on the vignetting. I mean, I do by mistake, but let's try this out. No. I kind of like the center focus more. What happens when I try to apply some of my techniques? This is what we started with, and this is what we ended with. It's a very different style. I think I definitely want to try that tutorial out again with a blue sky and see what I can work with, but it's a very different style, and my highlights are a little bit blown out. But again, it's just trying out something different that we can all learn from. I know I suck crap on some of these photos, but I'm so glad I did it because this just tells me what I need to work on. This tells me that I need to work on HSL and color. This is something that I feel like all the tutorials have really kind of really focus on with the way that they edit. I do work on HSL and colors on my photos, but definitely not as intense where I'm going through every single color palette and trying to manipulate the photo. So that's definitely something that I'm going to have to apply to my editing in the future. And just for funsies, let's put the matte look. No, it looks bad. Let's try the matte look on this. Everyone's favorite matte look. No, it looks bad. Okay. All right, I'm pretty good on this. I'll hang around for another 5 minutes just to say bye to everyone. But I had a blast doing this. You have no idea. I know I'm terrible at this, but it was just a lot of fun. Not gonna lie. I hope you guys enjoy it. I want to do more of this. Hopefully you guys find this enjoyable and learn quite a bit of stuff today, because I know I did for a fact. So I know this is not going to be everyone's style or taste, but just like I said in my video, the one that I made about being inspired again to do some photos, even if you're stuck in a creative rut, it's just to really explore different genres and style outside of your comfort zone, this is the way that you'll learn how to do something entirely different from what you're doing and take the practice and take that advice and apply it to your own photos. So I'm not a fan of this edit, I'm not gonna lie. My own edit, I like the style, but I don't like my own edit. But I have a starting point, and this is something that I'm gonna continue to work on as time goes by. So I'm gonna see if one day I take a photo that kind of I can turn into anime style, I will, and that goes to all other photos too. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this edit, and let me know what you guys think in the chat. What did you learn from this particular tutorial? You can also tell me the edit sucks too. I don't I know it's bad. All right, I'm gonna hang around a bit and say bye and say thanks to people who are watching. I'm gonna go through some of the comments first though, so don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. I know I've been neglecting a lot of the comments as things are going by, so let me just try to catch up with what's going on. Looks like the teal and orange effect. No, teal and orange is a lot more. I would say it's a lot more grittier. This one has more of a pastel look to it, so we're going for pastel here. Jaeger Bomb says, make the highlights blue and the shadows golden. Let's try that. Really quick. What he say? Shadows highlights blue. And the shadows golden. I think it helped in some way. Yeah. I am not a fan of it, though. I kind of like what I had going on. So I probably wouldn't have done that. Split toning. Alex, what I've been trying to learn is to get Christmas on photos. I see some of these huge IG accounts and their photos are amazing. And are they just photo stacking? I want to see their Photoshop. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to explore some of these techniques, send me some of their photos. You can send it to heyjasonvong@gmail.com. Send me your photos. Send me an edit that you kind of want me to replicate, where we can all learn it together. So let me just pull up that. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Let me fix this really quick. Okay. Sorry, I brain farted. I'm in editing mode right now, so I don't know how to work OBS anymore. What the heck? Sorry, hang on, guys. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do text edit. This is my not so genius way to get text onto the screen. Forgive me. That's okay. Sick. I told you guys, not the best way for me to put text on the screen. But if you want me to keep doing this, send me an email. Leave in the chat down below. Send me your photos for a submission. I'll probably do this again sometime next week because I'm gonna do the live shows closer towards the evening. And send me a style that you want me to replicate. It'd be interesting to see how they do it. Jaeger bombs, the colors are just softness. It's not my thing. Yeah, different styles. Jonas says, would like to see next time. We'll do some portrait stuff too. I didn't get a chance to do portrait. Thanks, Camera Junkie, for watching. Rob C says, keep up with this video. Joe says, I learned that 2020 is the year of matte. No, that's like a long time ago. Like some of these tutorials I'm watching, they're kind of old. But the matte look is hilarious. Can you... Okay. I'm done with the edit, so I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to see your comment, but we'll try to improve this for next time. Let's see. I'm sorry, Sudeep. I wanted to get to it. I didn't think some of these would take so long. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get some of these photos up and running again next week. We're going to do another live stream. Okay, so really quickly, tomorrow, Friday, I'm going live with... I'm going to take this off. It's weird to hear myself muffled. Tomorrow, I'm going live with Zeiss Camera Lenses Americas on their YouTube channel. I'm going to go live with my friend... Professor Hines, Kenneth Hines. He does a lot of street photography. We're going to be on live, I think, around 2 p.m. Pacific time. Subscribe to or follow me on Instagram. The information, more detailed information, is on my Instagram at Jason V Media. I'm going live with him tomorrow, so there won't be a live on my channel. But starting next week, Monday, we're going to have Monday Live with Danny at night, 7:30 Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. that will be a live on his channel, so no live on my channel. But starting Tuesday next week, I'm gonna go live around the evening time. So if you want to join in, if you have time to join in, 7:30 Pacific. Actually, I haven't figured out the time to that yet, but yeah, likely around 6 p.m., 6 Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'll be doing lives then instead of the usual 12 o'clock this week. So hopefully you guys can make it. I'm experimenting with different times just to see what time works best for everyone. So next Tuesday and for the rest of the week, I'll be doing lives closer towards the evening. Hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya next week. Peace. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm still on.